Good morning, students. Now, I'm going to study your Rise of New Kingdoms. This lesson was going on. In my last video, I had told something in this lesson. Today, I'm going to start art form of Cholas. Art form of Cholas. At first, the temples. The Cholas built temples that were excellence in architecture. The famous temples of Thanjore and Gangai Konda Cholapuram were built by Rajaraja I and Rajendra Chola. Temples were center of cultural activities. Human settlements came into being around the temples. Musicians, dancers, priests, florists were employees of temples. Inscriptions give information about the hospitals near the temples and medicines available there. Common people had meeting in the temples. They discussed about the local problems. Temples were hub of social activities. Now the sculptures bronze image. Sculptures bronze image. Cholas were well known for their beautiful arts. They were well known for their sculptures of bronze. They built beautiful sculptures, marvelous sculptures of bronze. A beautiful sculpture was Nataraja, dancing image of Lord Shiva. After that, inscription. Inscriptions tells about the land grants, their assemblage, their land revenue, etc. Copper plates were well known. Inscriptions were written on the walls of temples. Many inscriptions were written on the walls of Brihadeshwara temple. After that, language and literature. After inscription, language and literature. Regional languages were progressed during early medieval period, such as Tamil, Telugu, and Kannada. The famous literary works were translated into regional languages. After that, the administration of Cholas. Administration of Cholas. The king was the supreme commander. Olai, O-L-A-I. Olai was the officer. O-L-A-I. Olai was the officer especially trained for administrative jobs. The king was powerful, but not dictatorial, not dictator. Dictator means power only in one hand. He took advice either his council of ministers and his Purohit. Chola Empire was divided into provinces called mandalams. Mandalams. M-A-N-D-A-L-A-M-S. Chola Empire was divided into provinces called mandalams, and mandalams were further divided into Valandoj. A group of villages formed large units called Nadoj. A governor appointed officers to look after the mandalams. Governor was appointed to look after the mandalams, and a nagar was called nagarams. Governor was from the royal family. Now the Ur and Sabha. Ur and Sabha. You are Ur and Sabha. Ur and Sabha were two assemblies in the Chola administration. Ur was assemblies of general people, common people who owned the land in the villages. And Sabha was the assemblies of Brahmins who owned their land gifted by the king, called Brahmadeya. Sabha. After that, irrigation and cultivation, farming. Agriculture, and irrigation. Agriculture done by the Cholas people. All the land, forested land were cleared to bring under cultivation. They were mastered in cultivation of rice. Irrigation system was very well. Kaveri River, they built a dam on the Kaveri River to embankments were also constructed to prevent flooding. Kaveri River was divided into different channels to irrigate the field. They also dug wells, canals to irrigate their fields. They also well known for rain harvesting. They constructed huge tanks to collect rainwater. That's all, my dear student.